Hello and welcome to a Smurp video, and today we are doing an overview of Hellions, and this collects the whole epic story, which is brilliant. And first of all, we have Havoc on the front, which is great. I got mine from Forbidden Planet, and unlucky, I thought I actually escaped, but I've got some damage here, so unfortunately I'll be sending that back after this review. So we have Havoc and the other Hellions on there, and then on the side we have this beautiful purple all the way down, and then once again I've got some minor damage there, and then we're just going to bring that in like that. So this collects Hellions the complete run 1 to 18. Now I was wondering how they were going to do Hellions, and I probably actually didn't really look at it, but I'm glad that they've just collected this as a whole, because there is a few issues that are in X of Swords, which perhaps you could say, well, they could actually stand on their own. And then there is the one issue in the Hellfire Gala as well, when they were doing that ridiculous crossover. And this has a parental advisory as well, just so you're aware. And this is written via Seb Wells, and then it gives a little synthesis there, which, if I zoom in properly, you can pause that there and have a look. So let's have a look what is under the dust cover. Okay, so underneath the cover it has Hellions on there, and on the side it's got this beautiful once all the way down. And on the front, it's got the same thing. Now, underneath the dust cover, which I'm terrible at every time I do it, on this side, you've got the creators, Zeb Wells, and artist Steven Segovia. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And then on this side, it has a synthesis of what's to do in this thing. And yeah, so there is the dust cover. Let me shift that out of the way. And let's have a quick look at the book. And I'm sorry, I haven't had a chance to clean my chest of drawers ready for you. And I still have old stuff on there. You got Mojo to the side, etc. Go watch that review if you're interested. Let's have a look inside. Inside. So it has all the creative team here. Hellions. A little introduction. And then it's straight into the story. Now, basically, Hellions is a bunch of misfits thrown together to be whatever Sinister wants them to be. He has, he creates a team that he can manipulate to his own design. And by the end of it, I end up liking the original. She's not Psylocke. What's her name? Damn it. It's gone out of my mind. Let's say Grey Crow. I love Grey Crow. I love Orphan Maker. And, you know, they just all seem to really gel. And poor Havoc gets dumped with these folks that, because he's deemed as unhinged, which is quite interesting. And they're just a really good mixture. I guess my biggest, weirdest thing of this is Alex's sort of obsession with Madeline Pryor, and she gets resurrected by the end of this, and is in currently a story called Dark Web, which is due to come out, which is interesting. So X of Swords Part 1. So, and I love the fact that it's got this, and then it's got the usual purple going on there, which is very nice. And it's just a brilliant crossover, and this story ends up leading into a story later. You have Sinister doing lots of crazy stuff as well, like sending clones out into the world, giving up his cape. You know, there's lots of action. This is a fun book to have, and, you know, I'm so glad that it is in one whole book. And I'm actually really excited just to read this as a whole and not be bothered about anything else. I'm trying to think. There's some really great moments throughout it, and the artwork is absolutely beautiful. Some really beautiful artwork. And I've only actually just finished the Hellions series recently, And, you know, bear in mind that I've read it in sort of segments, etc., like Reign of X, Dawn of X, and whatever the hell it sort of ends with in Reign of X, etc. But there's some great moments. The Hellfire Gala is the most hilarious thing with these folks in it as well. And it's just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And then they end up sort of losing due to killing humans. You also got Carl in there, Wild Child. I hope I'm correct in my thoughts there. And once again, it just ends up fabulously, and they're all sort of split up, etc. I kid you not, this is a book that you can just buy and not worry about anything else. It's absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal indeed. You got the lovely covers at the back, which is swell. I cannot, out of all the runs in this, this Hickman's world, this is one of the best. And Zeb does such a fabulous job delivering this. There you go, all the covers, all the variants covers, etc., etc. So, in its own right, this could be deemed as a mini, rather than an over hard cover. It could be deemed as a mini omnibus, minibus. That's what we're going to call it. So let's have a look at it next to an omnibus. So here it is next to the X-Men omnibus that was released, which is Jonathan Hickman's X-Men, which is okay, but also at the same time I feel like it was big time letdown Hickman. Anyway, you can see that this is literally on par, and it's only missing a few extra issues that this has, in terms of it had some of the special editions in it. And then just looking at it through the side, it looks very, very nice. So there you have it, Hellions, and Hellions is awesome. I love it. I love the fact that it's in this great big book. It's amazing. So anyway, if you like my review, please subscribe to my channel. Really appreciate that. Help my channel grow. Thank you to those that are already subscribed. Make sure you look after yourself. Very important these days. And as always, embrace the geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.